I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Connor.
And we're two-thirds of the EdTech family. Kira's decided to sit this one out, but we want to try to stay on schedule. And we are a little bit overdue, actually, for our April podcast.
Yes, we are.
But here we are.
Yep.
And we are on spring break. Spring break 2019. Woo!
It's almost over, though.
Earlier this week, I had the opportunity to co-moderate the Q chat with Brandon Shutt. You know Brandon.
Yes, I do.
And that went pretty well. We gained some good Twitter traction and had a great discussion on sliding into home. So here we are. When we get back from spring break, it's definitely going to be a slide into home with the end of the year approaching. So let's begin with Connor. What are you looking forward to as the end of your 6th grade year approaches?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm excited for my confirmation.
That's right. You're being confirmed a week from Sunday. Mm-hmm. So you have a lot going on personally.
Mm-hmm. And we also see Endgame this Sunday.
We will see Endgame this Sunday. We may have to do a follow-up podcast to share our thoughts.
Yep. I was actually thinking of doing that.
And Kira is in the spring concert or spring show. And our school is doing Little Shop of Horrors. Mm-hmm. So she will certainly have some excitement coming when we slide back in after the spring break. And we have field trips for 7th and 8th grade. And we have History Alive.
I have not done History Alive.
This will be your first year.
Yeah, this is my first year. And I'm really excited.
6th grade does chariot races. Mm-hmm. 7th grade does sword fights, choreographed. And 8th grade, under my direction, has done some different numbers, including music from the musical Hamilton. This year I have a group of students who seems to be very excited about not only dancing but singing, and so I'm really looking forward to our transportation trip next week, but also I'm really looking forward to History Alive. I think it's going to be fantastic.
What are we doing this summer?
What are we doing this summer? We're learning to surf.
Yes, and we're going to go see Hamilton with the Ashbys.
Yes.
And we're going to take Kira.
Yes.
The third that's not here.
We're going to
take her to see Hamilton.
We will be seeing Hamilton this year. So
good.
Academically, as we come back from the break, the 8th grade students have a couple of things that they're working on. One of them is, and this is something that I mention in my presentations, the Through the Eyes of an 8th Grader project. And this is something where I've asked them to compile photographs all year long. And to end the year, they will put it together in a final video that needs to be a minimum of 2 minutes long, so that we can get a glimpse of what they saw and what they experienced throughout their 8th grade year. And I always look forward to seeing what the final products look like. So we are having that approach rapidly, as well as our final kitchen chemistry of the year. So there are a couple of really cool things happening in 8th grade. Do you have any special projects coming up in 6th grade?
We're doing trading cards.
That's right, you're doing trading cards. And are they
Roman trading cards. We're learning about Rome, which that's... Oh, and we're also doing a Roman, like a Roman essay. I forget what.
Okay, so you're studying Rome right now?
Yeah. We're doing a Roman essay in language art. Or something about Rome and it's like an essay. And we're doing that in LA. And in Rome we are doing the trading cards, and the chariot races are actually based off of what we're learning.
Oh, that's right. The chariot races are based on your current history learning. So the other thing that you and I had talked about as we prepared for this podcast was during my meetup, we had a coffee queue that went along with the moderating of the Q chat earlier this week. And I shared with you that I had talked briefly with Scott Noons, and
you talked about maybe doing a
collaborative or crossover podcast. And what did you think about that?
I liked the idea, and there are some other people that we want to collab with to do.
We want to have Coach Ben Cogswell on, and wouldn't it be great if we could get Ryan and Brian to make some kind of appearance?
And also maybe maybe not this September. I was thinking maybe at the Ditchset we could do like a live podcast.
Oh yeah, we'll do a live podcast from the Ditchset Summit.
Yeah,
which we should
watch out for that. It's going to be live.
It's going to be live, and we should add that the Ditchset Summit has been rescheduled.
Yes, it has, for September
21st.
21st.
So September 21st, we will be in Salinas for the Ditchset Summit. Please consider registering if you have not already. This promises to be an absolutely fantastic event for students and families and teachers. And if you have any interest in kids and digital citizenship and all that goes along with it, you need to be at the Ditchset Summit in Salinas.
And even if you aren't any type of educator, Google, or just an educator, you can still come, because it's really fun to see all the presentations that these people do, and you get to learn just a little bit more about coding or how to work around Google. And I'm going to be doing a presentation, and we're going to do presentation and talk, like a 50-minute talk, with the complete EdTech family.
The complete EdTech family, that's right. And the week before, we'll be at the NorCal Ren Faire. There's so much coming up that's super exciting. So, as we close, I want to say that one of my great accomplishments over spring break has been that I submitted my application for the Google Innovator Program. I'm really excited about it. I spent a lot of time developing the idea, and I am hopeful. In fact, in my application, I shared about this very podcast. Well, not this particular episode, but
our podcast.
But our podcast, yes, it's one of my quote unquote online presences. Maybe somebody from the Google Innovator screening is listening to this episode right now.
Dun, dun, dun.
So we want to thank you all for listening. We hope you've had a fantastic year. Oh, Connor has one more thing.
I have a sort of accomplishment. We got some, first, this spring break, We got some of our room cleaned up, and on Friday and Saturday, we're looking to complete our room so
And
we can.
And you guys
move
want to set up a
around.
hang area, right? They can't see my air quotes, but a hang area, an area where you guys can
Hang
hang out,
out.
do homework, or play with friends,
Or like, oh, my scout game. I really like that. That's also where we could play my scout game.
you can play your scout game. Connor created a game this week that combines checkers and cards, and it is a lot of fun to play.
You take a deck of cards, 2 people get half of the stack, and you play a normal checkers. But if you draw an ace through 10, 1 through 10, you move that many spaces. But a jack, queen, or king, it's a 0, and for the entire game, it is a 0.
You can't move.
You can't move at all.
So, in case you haven't noticed, we have a lot that we're excited about right now. Our podcast is currently twice as long as we had anticipated, but that's okay. We had a lot we wanted to share.
Yep.
And I imagine we will probably talk about Endgame after we've seen it. No spoilers.
No.
We don't do spoilers.
Nope.
So, if you've seen it, awesome. And when we've seen it, super awesome. And we won't share spoilers. We'll just tell you what we thought.
Yep.
So
if you haven't seen it, but if you're one of those people who's like,
yeah, we're gonna tell you. We're gonna tell you what we thought, whether you've seen it or not.
Yeah.
So with that,
I do see it.
I think it's time to sign off. And thank you for listening, and thank you for being a part of the EduAwesome Adventure. I remember to keep making each day an EduAwesome Adventure.
We'll see you in the next podcast and at Ditchset Summit and other. Bye.
Bye.